Alright, so in the last video I made the plating go round. I showed you how to build it and a link to where you can get it. In this one I want to show you how to power it, okay? And how to power a servo. So very easy. First off, we need a power supply. I chose this one, the Arc Error. It's probably made in China somewhere. And yep, boom. And it's pretty good because it does have a cool feature. It has all these little bits, okay? And one of the bits is this. Boop. Super powerful bit. This one allows you to put a wire in there. So you can go like that, and now I have a terminal screw. Sweet, and then I have this screwdriver, and I can just loosen that up. Just like that. All right, so a servo, if we look at a servo out of the box here, has this cool 3-wire design, okay? And the 3 wires go like this: data, power, and ground. So the yellow is the data. It tells the servo how fast, how slow, what direction, all that good stuff. Okay. Well, we need to power the servo, and that's what these are a Y harness. And what's nice about these Y harnesses is, one, they're cheap. Okay, you get a whole bunch of these for practically nothing. And you can see they plug in. Boop. Nice and neat. So not only did you buy the socket, but now you don't have to do any of the soldering. Okay. Now, if I hooked this to this, it would just go really fast. And we need it to go really slow. So that's what this is. This is a servo controller. And it's fun too. So this has an input and an output. You can see how it says input here. And the input is from 4.8 to 6 volts. Well, that's perfect because this thing right here is actually 5 volt 1 amp, which is all you need. Cool. So now all we have to do is find a way to plug it into here. Well, that's why we bought this. So you notice this plugs in quite nicely to that. Boom. Okay. So all we'd have to do now is go in here and do one of those. Separate these. These are so cheap you don't even need a wire puller. You just pull them off with your fingers. Now I would go like this. And I'm going to heat up my soldering iron. Another thing I totally believe in is tinting wires. I do not want frayed wires everywhere. Especially if you're going to put them in a terminal. Even if it's just positive, negative. Take a few seconds and tint your wires. This is not my lab. This is just some kind of mat that I have hooked up. This is totally just for the video, okay? So just know that my practices aren't this rude. This soldering iron, by the way, I'm going to plug it also. This is the most amazing soldering iron. And you can try to prove me wrong, but it is the best. Just this alone right here, worth. Okay. Cool. Oh, and it should get hot here in a second. I have hooked this up to the worst outlet in the world too. Okay. It's not my lab. Somebody else's lab. There we go. Boop. Okay, tinted wires. I really don't need the yellow one. I just did it for fun, I guess. All right, sweet. And on here it says positive and negative. You see it right there. And all we have to do now is hook up the positive and negative. So let me do that. You know how the people in China, they when they do the manufacturing on things, they do it very nicely. I mean, it's very. We used to poke fun at the quality of China, I think, when I was a kid, and it just kind of like it went all the way through to now me as an adult be like that crap from China, but really it's not that bad. It's their labor force that I question because they're underpaid. Okay, so now we have the power, and now we can just plug in the servo. Again, it follows the same color coding. And look at, you can hook up 3 of these. Well, that's not just 3 servos, that's 3 harnesses. So you can run up to 9 of these bad boys on this. All right, let me plug this in. Boop. There we go. Look at that, you can just have it crawl or fast. Sweet. Now, let's say I had a whole tank filled with these. Well, I take one that I didn't destroy. Okay. And this has, you have 3 ones, you have 2 ones. So I should have destroyed a 2 one. Oops. Oopsie. So here I just plug this in. And now I can run 3 servos off one. Oh, did I do that right? You might ask yourself, does it matter? Yes, yes it does. Okay, there we go. We have a nice connection. Get rid of the yellow wire if I wanted to. I just chop it off the thing. And now I have the ability to run a servo using a dial. It does have other settings. It has a back and forth, which is kind of nice. All right, boom. So that's how we control the plating go round. I hope you enjoyed.